There was an 18-year-old who always wanted to be a doctor. He worked hard in high school and he eventually went to the university that he was always seeking. And the 7 years of medicine university, he got excellent in all 7 years and he had a PhD degree. By the time he's done, he is 25. He is full on ready to get a job. He started to look for jobs and eventually there is a hospital that wanted an interview with him. The person who was interviewing him, when he saw his files, he was amazed that he did amazing in high school. He did even better in the university, so he was someone who any hospital could ever desire. And still, he did not get hired because he lacked the art of listening. The interviewer, when he was talking about him, he say he would always interrupt. He was always loud. He used a lot of slang and he wasn't that formal. He wasn't mature talking to the interviewer. And he lacked the art of listening. And did you know, not just him, but there are millions who did amazing in universities and high schools who also did not get hired because they lacked the art of listening. The only trait that is important and essential when it comes to getting a job is not your education. No, it's the skills, the social skills that you have. And one of the most essential and one of the most important social skills any company could ever desire is the art of listening. That's when you just put your full attention on that guy who's talking and you leave whatever is in hand and you give him your full attention. You even put your body towards him so you can show him that you're actually important. In fact, educated mothers, mature mothers actually do this automatically. Whenever their son would want something, and then he would call out his mother would leave whatever is in hand so he can listen to him. There is a little boy named Robert. He told his mom, "Mom, I know that you love me." And his mother was amazed to hear that, and she was like, "Of course I do. Have you ever doubted it?" He said, "No, but whenever I would ask for your attention, whenever I would call your name, you would leave whatever you would have in your hand and you would sit down and you would listen to me." Because his mother mastered the art of listening. Look, listening is not hard. One of the most important skills you would ever master in life is listening more than talking. That's why we would always hear that law called talk less. There is also a journalist who interviewed hundreds of celebrities, and he said that most celebrities he have interviewed actually failed to have a favorable impression because they cared so much about what they had to say in cam, because they cared so much about what they had to say in front of the camera itself. They care so much about what they had to say that they sacrificed their role to listen and kept the role of just speaking. That he said that the art of listening seems to be the rarest when it comes to good traits. The ability to listen seems rarer than other good traits. In fact, listening is the only thing a hurt person could need or a dissatisfied customer would need. Just someone who would listen. So next time you have a hurt friend or a dissatisfied customer, if you work in any supermarket or whatever, just put in mind that the only thing a dissatisfied customer need is just to listen. There will be times where you are faced by a hurt friend who just needs you to listen to them. All they want from you is to listen. They don't want your advice, they just want you to listen. And when you just listen and you don't judge, you give them peace that they can say whatever they want in front of you and they will not be judged. They will remember you. They will respect you and seek your presence more because you provided them peace. In a deeper sense, you made them feel important. And a human being biggest desire is the feeling of importance. So when you make someone feel important, they seek your presence more. They want to get to know you more. And remember, the least wise person talks about only themselves. Only themselves. Yeah, you can talk about yourself, but you don't make it a full-time job. Whenever you're with your friends and whenever they would talk about themselves, you just become so unconscious. You just get your mind off that conversation and start to think of something else, not giving them the attention that they gave you. And as a bonus point, anyone's favorite topic is themselves. So if you actually manage to make someone talk about himself like so much, he will actually like you. But don't act like a spy. Also talk about yourself and also ask questions that does not only relate to him but or her, but also ask questions that could relate about other things. Because you're not there to spy on them, you're there to win their heart. When you encourage people to talk about themselves and their accomplishments and their good traits, this is the sweetest way to win their heart. And you will be very, very respected when you're not around. Whenever someone mention your name behind your back, everyone will put in their mind that you're someone who listens, you're someone who gives attention to the people who are actually hurt. And you're a good listener. You won't interrupt, you won't judge them, you won't make them feel shamed. And one of the most important steps when it comes to listening is when they are happy, you are also happy, and when they're sad, you're also sad. You have to share the emotion that they are talking with. Not he is happy and you are just sad, or he is sad, has like a funeral or something, and you're just there smiling. And be very aware of the hurt people because they envy the happy. So you can listen more to someone. Put in your mind that this might be the last conversation that you have with that person. You will automatically listen more. You will automatically be very attracted to what they would have to say. You will be more engaged and you will listen for longer and you won't interrupt them. So now next time you get out and you find a friend and he just talks, listen, imagine as this might be the last conversation you ever have with him. And once you listen, he will be very, very appreciative because you made him feel important. And this is the deepest desire any human being could ever desire, and it's feeling important. With that being said, and as always, focus on yourself because the only one who will save you is yourself.